and events not to miss. I am your host, Ray Allen. I'm going live. I usually try to do this every, I don't know, second or first Thursday, but I was out of town. I was at Post Production World, National Association of Broadcasters, big, huge live show at the Las Vegas convention, and I did 9 presentations in 4 days. So I was a little tied up with that. And then just prior to that, I had gone to Bend, Oregon with my Boise State students who were competing in the National Student Advertising Competition district competitions. And so yeah, it's been a little bit busy. So please forgive me for those of you who are wanting to know when I was going to do my shout outs and news you can use and events not to miss. But never fear, I am here and we are doing the April shout outs and news you can use and events not to miss. So I'm just checking my streams to see that I am live. It looks like the YouTube channel's up. Let's check over here at LinkedIn and give people a chance to log in here. And I know that most of you always just end up watching the replay anyway, which is, I love that. But sometimes I like to play along if you are in my space and sphere while I'm going live. Happy to participate with you and do all the fun things, right? So just check in real quick here, make sure we're live. It always just takes a minute to populate and make things happen. So anyway, so yeah, thanks for joining me. And we've got a lot of events coming up, events not to miss, and all the fun things. Let me just get my Facebook page up here so that I can put some links in along the way. Um, Also, I think it's Marie's birthday today, so that's always fun. Okay, where did my little Facebook go? So, anyway, I know, bear with me as we always do when we first start these things. We always just have to check our tech, right? That's just how it works. Um, okay, so yay, it looks like we are live. So, now we're gonna hear it. I'm gonna stop that. Mute mute the site. There we go. Okay, I just heard myself. So we're good. It is working. Life is good. Now back to my page where I've got all of my wonderful notes. Here we go. So first things first, happening this week is Idaho Partners for Good, the next nonprofit success lab. We're going to be talking all kinds of things that's timely and relevant and actionable, and I get to be your speaker for the week here. And we're going to be talking about ways to help you calm what may feel like chaos right now for a lot of our nonprofits and for-profit companies. So we're gonna take on some of these challenges and turn them into opportunities to think, move, and hopefully feel better in the future and build resiliency. And so I'm gonna drop in the link. I'm gonna put these back in all the different other places, but right now I'm just gonna focus on Facebook because that's as much as my brain can handle while I'm multitasking. But there is a link to register for the Idaho Partners for Good nonprofit success lab, and I get to be your speaker on the 17th. So that is coming up, an event not to miss. I'm really looking forward to talking about calming the chaos. And what we can do to help us through what some of us may be going through right now. So there's that. And also coming up, another event that I get to participate in for the, let's see if I can get it right, PRSA Idaho and the Boise Advertising Federation are partnering up, navigating career change and growth in 2025. And that event, I'll be a panelist along with some other amazing people, Stephanie Parker, and just some wonderful people. Go and I will drop the link in here on the Facebook page, but it's April 25th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I know that if you are a government employee, that they are wanting to scholarship those of you who may have just recently lost their position. So go check that out. Navigating Career Change, April 25th. I just dropped the link in there for you to go see that. And it's Farmers Insurance is sponsoring. Shout out to them for being an awesome sponsor. So yeah, we've got Chase Weed, who's also a panelist. and he's a managing consultant at Carn Ferry. Of course, Stephanie Parker at Talent Spark, and then myself, of course, Ray Allen, President and CEO of Peppershock Media. We have Amanda Bordnex she's the Director of Talent and Development at St. Luke's. And then Brandon Armstrong, career coordinator at Boise State University, along with me in the College of Business and Economics. So we'll get to hear from him. He actually guest lectured in one of my classes that I teach and talked all about LinkedIn. So lots of good things happening there. April 25th, going to help you. And so the sponsors, I want to of course mention the sponsors because we always want to give shout outs to those who bring these events to us. So Farmers Insurance, and of course, Mike Willits is going to be moderating. And then Holly Troxel, attorneys and counselors, and then in ICCU, Idaho Central Credit Union, and of course, the College of Business and Economics. And then Melaleuca, the wellness company, and Talent Spark and Peppershock will be there as well, doing all the fun things. And if you don't know about the PRSA, the Idaho chapter, and Boise AdFed, Boise Advertising Federation, are joining together on this event. So the PRSA is the Public Relations Society of America, and it's the nation's leading professional organization serving the communications community. And then, of course, the Boise Advertising Federation is a part of the Idaho AdFed, which is a part of the American Advertising Federation. And the AAF does a lot for our local professionals, national, state, and local and national professionals. And then they also help with my students. So the National Student Advertising Competition is also put on by AAF as well. So it's all just kind of interconnected and interwoven. But we want to support the community and those who might be looking at job changes or navigating those job changes that are happening now. But yeah, navigating those career changes happening. So yeah, we've got a couple of those events that I get to speak at and participate with, and I'm excited about it. I think the more I can help give back and educate and share, and sharing is caring, right? Those are the things that we want to do. Speaking of events not to miss, we have our word of mouth mixers that we've been doing once a month, every month since January, since we kicked it off, which it all started with the new marketing trends for the New Year event. And then we had the reception, and people wanted more of it. So now we're doing it once a month. And it's really growing because every time we do it at a new venue that hosts, all of those people they invite, and then we invite, and now everyone continues to invite people, and it really truly is spreading the word of mouth advertising that we're talking about. So the word of mouth mixers, this next one's coming up April 23rd at Peterson Auto Group at the Idaho Center Auto Mall. And oh my gosh, this is going to be huge. ICCU, Idaho Central Credit Union, they're going to have the money machine there. So if you enter for a chance to win, we're going to play bingo, business card bingo. So it's not just exchanging business cards. We actually have a whole lot of things planned so that it's an experience, and you help yourself and others that you invite to truly accelerate word of mouth advertising. It's all about making those connections and building those relationships, building your network. Because if you're not networking, you're not working. If you're not networking, you're not working. Yeah, so those are some things that you can join us. There is a link. You do need to register to attend. We do charge $15 because if we value it, so will you. So go to peppershock.com. I'm going to drop the link in the live on Facebook. I know I'm also live on LinkedIn and other places, but peppershock.com/events is the official website to go and register. Oh, it wants to tag, it wants to tag something else here. Events, and then events with an S. There we go. Keeps wanting to tag Idaho Tents and Rent. I want it to tag that. I want it to let me do what I want it to do. There we go. There's the link, peppershock.com/events. And maybe I'll also tag the April event and see how that goes. So sometimes Facebook likes it when you word of mouth mixer, April word of mouth mixer event. There we go. And actually I accidentally ended up with two different ones. So yeah, if you get all the information leads the same thing to peppershock.com/events. But we've got some really cool prizes that have been contributed. We like to reward those who reward us with things like and each other. We want those to be rewarded to each other. So it's ratings, rankings, reviews, referrals, and then of course rewards. If you are only listening to me, I have my thumbs up, because we want to continuously reward those who do those things for each other to help fuel and continuously build word of mouth marketing. So recommendations, if you can give a recommendation on LinkedIn to somebody, it'll help, especially those who are maybe in a career change, navigating those career changes. If you've worked with people that you just think, oh my gosh, they're wonderful, shout out, stand out people, go give them a review, go give them a recommendation on their LinkedIn page, go do some amazing things that are going to come back to you in abundance, right? You give and then you receive in abundance because of the things that you are doing. So just continuously be able to share and show and shout out and tell people all about the wonderful experiences that you have. Now, obviously, it can backfire if you don't have a wonderful experience, so keep that in mind. Oh, I see my people here. Thank you for joining us. Awesome. Oh, that's always so fun when people are and actually joining me live. Thank you. You're welcome to say hi and shout out and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so we talked about Idaho Partners for Good on April 17th. That's that you can register for that. We talked about the Word of Mouth Mixer on April 23rd at Peterson Auto Group. And of course, ICCU is going to have their money machine there. We talked about that. And then just a heads up for May 22nd, the Word of Mouth Mixer is happening at the Arid Club. I think it's going to be 5 to 7 in a little bit different time zone or time change, I should say, because the Word of Mouth Mixer on April 23rd is going to be from 4:30 to 6:30, whereas the one at the Arid Club, thanks to Susie Boyle and Castle and Cook Mortgage, another shout out there for hosting all of these wonderful things. So, and I'll go back and tag all the wonderful people that are doing awesome things for us all. But yeah, so that, and then of course we talked about the PRSA, the and conjunction with Boise Advertising Federation, the panel that I get to speak on for that. And by the way, it's lunch. It's checking in, lunch, and networking. We'll start at 11 a.m. With the panel. For those of us speaking, we'll kick off at noon. So do that, and it's at the, what's it called, US Bank building. Yeah. So just be sure to give yourself plenty of time and parking, because it's downtown. It's the second floor of the US Bank building on April 25th, which is a Friday. So keep that in mind as well. And then let's see, what else can I tell you? Here we go. Okay, let's see here. Oops. Okay, just checking. I was just looking at a comment somebody made. Okay, so I got sidetracked. Sorry about that. All right, so the other things I wanted to just give a shout out as well. If you happen to be in the Cascade uh, area, the Cascade Chamber of Commerce Spring Fling is April 26th. So keep that in mind if you happen to be in that area. We do a lot with the Cascade Chamber of Commerce. They're a wonderful client, and of course, tourism is their thing that we get to do with them. The services that we help provide. So I wanted to shout out Cascade Chamber of Commerce Spring Fling, April 26th, and just encourage you to participate in these smaller towns and the things and fun things that they're doing. Of course, shout out to Mindy Anderson, because she is now the president of the board, and she is just really doing lots of fun things with the Cascade Chamber. So want to give a nice shout out to Mindy, and let's see if I can tag her really quick. She's just so awesome. She does so many wonderful things, and thank you for your service. And she's retired now from military, which I love. Let's see, Mindy. Here we go. Have to make sure I spell it right. It's Mindi. So yeah, good shout out there just to say hello and give some support to our clients who support us. Another client I would love to tag and shout out and give support is Adams Gardens. As you gear up for the spring, right? It's time to go to to the nursery and get all of your goodies that you need. And Adams is family owned and operated, and they've been around. Gosh, they're our longest time client. We've been around for 22 years almost, and they have been a client since day one. So a big shout out to Adams Gardens, and go check them out. They're on Greenhurst, kind of where Greenhurst Nursery used to be, but they're no longer there. But now Adams is, and they're just expanding and growing and all kinds of wonderful things. They've got pottery too, and plants and rock and things to fill that your landscaping with. They work with other landscapers, so yeah, lots of good things to shout out for Adams Gardens. Now let me just go back to my notes, make sure. Oh, okay, I wanted to also shout out. So this, after I got done speaking at the National Association of Broadcasters and Post Production World and Visual Storytelling Conference and all the things that I did, then I got to hang out with my sister and her kids. My nephew Christian turned 18, so shout out to Christian. And then also my son came. He came to Vegas for the weekend to see me and to celebrate his girlfriend's birthday. So Jade's birthday, shout out to her. And we got to go bowling and do some fun things for the birthdays and all the fun. And so I wanted to just give some happy birthday shout outs. And then Marie's birthday, who works with us here at Peppershock, her birthday. So some shout outs there. Just lots of fun things going on. Also, wanted to shout out a big thank you to the Boise Chamber, Boise Metro Chamber of Commerce. They hired us to work with them to do some videos for the Small Business Awards coming up. It's still a secret, so we can't say who because it's a surprise. So I'm not going to say who is getting it, but we get to work with them. And also shout out to Bobby Joe. If you haven't heard the podcast recording with her, we just did a recording here in Bobby Joe Mealman. I don't know if it's going to let me tag her. But we did that a couple weeks ago and had her come out to the studio that you see now behind me. And Bobby Joe Muleman. I'm trying to tag her, but it's not letting me. That's okay. But anyway, I'll tag Boise Chamber. And then they also, another shout out to Paul. He put me on the chamber check-in. So I also got to do check-in and do his show as well. So lots of fun things that have been happening and for you to check out. Maybe I'll throw in the link to that chamber check-in as well. But we got to do a live show there and all of that. So okay, yeah, Spring Fest. Thank you for the correction. Drew just chatted me for the Chamber of Commerce Spring Fest is what they're calling it. Thank you for that correction. I will have to go. Let me see if I can do that while we're here. Anyway, so yeah, so those are some fun things happening. The Chamber Spring Fest, April 28th. Yeah, because there's something else called Spring Fling. You're right. That's right. I remember. I was in the meeting. Why did I do that? I don't know. Just had it in my head, I guess. But anyway, so that's happening. And yeah, so finally, just some marketing essentials moments, the basics that you need to help you continue to build your brand and your bottom line. Just want to mention, go listen to the Marketing Expedition podcast. We put that out every other week, and it's free to listen to. We're now one of the top 5% most popular podcasts globally, as ranked by Listen Notes, which is a service that ranks them all. And just lots of wonderful people on the show. And like I said, Bobby Joe and some local people, but also some national and international people that I get to speak to that are, marketing experts, entrepreneurs, all the different types of tools and things that you can imagine. And we're, gosh, we're over, I think we're going to be close to 300 episodes. I don't know. I have to look and see where we're at, but lots of episodes, lots of wonderful things, opportunities to also promote your brand on the show. We have some affiliate capabilities if you're interested in that, to get your message out to lots and lots of people that way. So other things that you can do to continuously help you build your brand, think about ways that you could capitalize on doing a podcast for yourself. So we have this podcast recording studio that you can rent, and it's a couple different ways that go about it. It's do it yourself. You can rent it and do it all on your own. We can do it with you or done for you. So if you want us to completely produce and do all of the podcast, everything, so you can go to poderific.com and go check out and let us know, fill out the form if you'd like, or just take a look. We've got the everything listed there on Poderific. So this is the Poderific podcast recording studio at Peppershock Media, and we can certainly help you and use these tools. You can even live stream just like I am if you'd like. Lots of things that you can do as ways to continuously build your brand and your bottom line. All right. With that said, I think that that is my time here today. Thank you so much for joining me. And for those of you watching the replay, put replay down in there so that I see that you've watched it. Because I can see all of you who are on here now, but I don't always know who gets to watch the replay. And I love when people engage and converse with me. And then I can give you some shout outs too if you are so inclined to do so. And yeah, that's what I can tell you for now. And until next time, everybody, enjoy your marketing journey. Bye for now.